Another one I got lately is, why do some people get stuck in such a hard life? And are you telling me that these people really choose this life? And I'm saying, yeah, we do choose our lives, whether we want to believe that or not. That's a hard truth. But yeah, people usually pick, like, because you have people who are, you know, physically debilitated or mentally debilitated or both. And, you know, they got to go through life as a struggle, and the people around them are struggling to take care of them. And it's just a hard, rough road. Now, what I've been told is that these people chose this life absolutely. And the reason that they did so is so that they can progress through many levels of lessons in one lifetime. So it's really to advance that soul forward, to get through, you know, because you can have an easy life and go through, but how many lessons you're learning? How far are you advancing? You know, are you gaining those things you need to gain to move forward? And I'll tell you, when you get on the other side, you do not have choices to skip things. You do not have a tendency to skip things. There's a lot of things we do here that we don't do up there. I mean, we just don't skip classes. We don't, because we know that it is for our soul's good and our soul's involvement, and this is the true path that we want to go on. So we're just trying to get through to that. So that's really what it is that soul is just trying to pack as much as they can learn in one life into this one life, because they want to advance quickly and they want to get farther ahead, you know. And really, even though it seems like in your life you're far behind, you really are evolving lesson-wise at a huge, enormous rate. I mean, you really do see things differently. You know, when things are easy, you don't see a lot of things. You're on the surface, you know, when things are going good. And so you need to really, I mean, when, and people realize this, I mean, when you have tragedy happens, I mean, you really get deep with stuff. You don't, you know, you don't take things for granted. You don't, so really that's what that's about, is they just want to advance their soul and they need to go quicker. Or not need to, but that's what they chose to do, to gain that experience, to go quicker, you know. It's like, can I take my shortcut? Like, you know, and in a sense it is a shortcut for them, because they're throwing a whole bunch of lives into one, in a way. It's like, well, I could have a life with a bum leg, and then I could have a life with a mental disability, and I could have a life with this, but why not put them all in one and get it all done with? And then you know, the cheesecake's on the other side type thing. So that's kind of how they look at it. I know it's hard for people to take when you're living in it and you're dealing with it and whatever, but you really have to respect these people's drive, you know. I mean, when they're there, I mean, when they're in it too, it's hard to accept. So it's just one of those things. But that is the reason I've been given, that they do these things, is to advance their soul at a quicker rate.